Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today, well, first of all, I think I might be getting over being sick, but I don't know. So I'm kind of sick right now. But anyways, today we are going to be working on this turbo K-Swap EG coupe. Our buddy Omar.
It's actually K-Sir.
K?
EK coupe. You said EG coupe.
Did I say EG?
You said EG.
This sickness is getting to me.
No, not the sickness.
But anyways, K-Swap Turbo EK Coupe. I think I must have said EG because his old car before this was an EG red coupe on white Regas. Yes, these are real Rotas. No. Anyways, but yeah, so today I guess he is unbolting stuff that is around it, and he's trying to take out the turbo. He brought this car in so I can go ahead and paint this engine bay, because as you can see, nice paint, nasty engine bay, pretty ugly. And then we're gonna button up some things here and there, as in like these blue things, take them out and clean up the wiring. But other than that, this is gonna be a nice project to do, and it's gonna be satisfying at the end once it's all painted in engine bay. He's gonna head taking off the stuff around it, and then I'll get back to you guys when I start working on it. Alrighty guys, so it's the next day, and well, I feel just a teensy bit better from yesterday, but still not 100. But anyways, my dad got off work and he has done a ton of work. Like basically just motor mounts, and I believe the motor just comes out, if incorrect. Looks like. But dude, this whole, like, from what he's been telling me, it's like Mickey Mouse basically. Our buddy, he didn't build it, he bought it like this. He's just like throwing wheels and whatnot, but whoever had this and built this, they either rushed it or they just didn't even care about the build. Because like for instance, the motor mount right here, it looks like they were cutting something. Oh, focus. Yeah, right there. It looked like they were cutting something, and yeah, it's like almost broken. So he's ordering that, and then I guess there was like a couple bolts or a few bolts that were loose, and then the shift linkage, look at that, it's all cut. Like this is all bent. The heater hose, or I can't speak, but yeah, it's just so bad. But oh, and the gasket for the rear, the header gasket, look at this. He showed me this, I was like, oh wow. So there's a bunch of leakage right there, and this thing is all dunzo. Yeah, nasty. But he's taking out the other axle on this side, and yeah, now it should theoretically be the mounts. This thing is all nasty too, the transmission. I think it's leaking from the selector because it's missing a couple bolts.
It's like wet down here.
Yeah, even down here. Yeah, that's bad. But once you have this out, then go ahead, wash it, and clean up everything else. All right, we have the motor finally out. It is in the backyard, and so now I'm just gonna go ahead. In the meantime, I'm gonna take off the mounts and then stuff we don't need, like this smog canister, because can't really smog it with the turbo, obviously. I don't know why the guy left it there. So yeah, I'm gonna rip that out. It looks like with this, it's gonna be a lot of stuff to cover up so I can paint it. And this, I'm gonna paint the radiator support because he has the headlights off. I'm gonna go ahead and paint this, all this, and just do as much as I can for today. And then just soak it with the greaser because it's nasty. Really nasty. So yeah, let's get to that. Alright, so I'm in here, and well, there was a wire I was running, or I guess a harness wire that I was running along here. Like it was just all dangled all over here for the chassis harness, I believe. But I ran it underneath and it reaches and all that. And then I was like, what the heck is this? So I followed it. It goes under here. And I was like, oh wow, it's the O2 sensor. And they wrapped it around this thing. So Yeah, that's nasty. I'm gonna clean that up real quick and then reorganize that, because that is the O2 sensor, and I don't know why it's over here, to be honest. I thought it'd be coming out of this area, but I don't know. I'm gonna get dealing with that, and then took off a bunch of brackets that you didn't need anymore. It's all basically naked, and so yeah, I gotta get the vacuum all this stuff, degrease all this. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but at the end it does become very nice. Yeah, this is probably a little worse than me and my dad's, but yeah. And then he has I guess a fuel filter, like an aftermarket one that he's gonna put on. So we're gonna be cutting this, and then this is to the smog, which we got to cut this off. And then it looks like the previous owner looped it, because this was a power steering rack and he doesn't have power steering. Lots of Mickey Mouse stuff here. Pretty bad. Day 3, and well, I have a lot of brackets off and a lot of stuff like moved out the way. So I think it's ready to be washed now. So I'm gonna go ahead and degrease all of this nasty crud. Nasty. And I'm gonna pressure wash it. So hopefully everything comes off. And other than that, yeah, I think I'm ready to start washing and getting this thing ready to get prepped for paint. Let's get to it. All right, what's up guys? It's day 4 and we are back at it. So it looks like there was like some type of glue or some, I don't even know what was on there, but there was something on here. I had to sand it down. There's something on here, sand it down, and then on the other side too. I think today before work I'm gonna try to get everything wrapped so I can get ready to paint it, or I guess scuff it up first and then paint it. The owner wanted to chop off these studs because they don't really have no use anymore. That now he's, well, since the car's K, and then he's relocating, well, not relocating, but he has a different fuel filter that's not going to go in the factory location. Alrighty guys, day 5, I want to say. Yeah, day 5. And well, this morning me and my dad went ahead and sanded the whole engine bay, so I believe it is ready to throw on some primer on spots that have exposed metal. And yeah, so I just gotta tape everything now, make sure I don't get overspray on stuff, especially this is gonna be a little challenging wrapping. But yeah, gotta go ahead, clean all the areas. As you guys can see, we have the fenders wrapped because we were gonna do it differently than from what we did with Rex and the Integra. So we're gonna have the car tarped off. We're gonna seal it off right here because we're gonna be spraying this as well. So gotta cover this too, so I don't get overspray. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap everything up, and I will get back to you guys probably after I do the primer, honestly, and when I get to the paint. I'll see you guys when I get to the paint. Day 6, I want to say. And well, this morning I went ahead and primered it because I think it was yesterday I said I was gonna primer it, but it got too cold. So now it's just covering up the brake lines. This one is going to be taken out and redone because it's all wonky because of like the canister and stuff. But yeah, anyways, so we're gonna go ahead, cover the subframe, and then we're gonna go ahead and double team it. He's gonna get this side, I'm gonna get that side, and yeah, hopefully have this thing painted by today, have the motor in tomorrow, and then go ham on putting everything on. We'll finish that and get to it. Well guys, after 20-30 minutes, it is done. It looks really good. obviously, since before it was all nasty and all that. But like, this was all crusty, like faded, all that. This is all nice and red now. I mean, shoot, everything's nice and red now. Went through like almost 3 cans on this. Oh yeah, looks way better now. So paint is still wet, or obviously we just got done. But other than that, even right there, that was all white right there. But yeah, so we're gonna let this dry, and then gotta go to school real quick, then check on it. Maybe it's probably still gonna be a little bit wet, but by tomorrow we should have the engine in. So I'll see you guys on the next day. Alrighty guys, I believe it's day 7 now, and I guess my dad already put the motor in. I wasn't here, I forgot where it was, but yeah, the motor's in. So now what I'm gonna do is button everything around it. So I'm gonna put like the radiator hoses on, the axles on, and then I guess with the T-bracket, 1320, that's what the owner got. They sent the wrong bolt or whatnot, because my dad was telling me it was a fine, no, the bolt was a fine thread, and the threads on the T-bracket were, I forgot, but basically they were different threads. So he's gonna get a bolt, and other than that, I don't really know how to put the shift cables on, so I'll probably wait for him to come and do that. But other than that, yeah, we'll go ahead, put the axles in, start connecting the harness, get to it. As you can see, it is nighttime. Oh, okay, it's not nighttime, but sunset. I guess last I recorded was like around 10:30. Now it's almost 8. But so far, what we've done was axles. We haven't completed the fuel system, but the clutch system's all in, throttle cable. We have the turbo manifold on, downpipe is on. So now we're gonna put the turbo on. And well, actually, the charge harness is all ran. I still got to do some stuff over there, but that'll be later. Oh, I did forget, or I'm not sure if I showed you guys, but over here, my dad made a brake line that went all the way right there, because stock one went around. Freaking got kids screaming over there. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and put the turbo on. Hopefully it fits well. I mean, everything should bolt up. But yeah, other than that, you gotta wait on some AN fittings for the fuel system, and then we gotta connect all the coolant stuff. Well guys, that's gonna be it for day 7 of tonight. We have the turbo on, the feed lines, the return. So as of right now, we just have some wiring to do. We have the vacuum lines, the coolant system, and the charge pipes, and I believe that's everything. The upcoming days, oh, and we have a catch can to do. Yeah, lots more to do, but we'll get it done in a couple days. Day 8 now, and the owner has brought us some more fittings and a line, because we need the fittings for the regulator, I believe, and we are going to go ahead and do a center feed, which is why we have this line right here. So when my dad comes, he's going to go ahead, finish the fueling system, and then in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put on the charge pipes and the radiator hoses, and we should be good with that. And then maybe I'll probably try to do something over here, or maybe just let him do it. But yeah, other than that, today's going to be the day to get started. So let's get to it. We have all the vacuum lines, the fuel system, radiator hoses, all that connected. The only thing is we don't have the radiator reservoir connected, just because we don't know where to put it. And the one he has is pretty big, so but yeah, so I put some radiator fluid in, and we're just gonna start it up and let it circulate. So let's get its first startup. Alrighty guys, so car is now running. I apologize for not giving you guys showing you guys the first startup, but ran into little problems, but we solved it. But yeah, I'm taking it to the owner's house right now. Yes, the steering wheel is straight, or well, the wheels are straight, but this is crooked. But yeah, other than that, it's running good. Oil pressure's good, AFRs are good, and clutch feels pretty good. Throttle, gotta go take it to the house.